In today's video, we are putting together some crafts that are just going to take a few minutes to make. These are really fun, budget friendly, but some of these are spring and Easter and some of them are just everyday decor, so something for everyone. I hope you leave here finding a ton of inspiration. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, make sure you are subscribed, and let's go ahead and get on into crafting. I know that last year Dollar Tree had these rope hanging like plant hangers in green and black, but I was never able to find the black, and I know they had like another weird color too, but I picked up two in the black. I was so excited. I also am pairing these with these two new planters that I found this year at Dollar Tree. I just feel like the white and black is so classy looking, and then I'm going to be filling this with some succulents. So I have a ton of succulents on hand all the time, but I love those hanging ones. They come from Hobby Lobby, but they also have them at Walmart. So I love how these just dangle over the edge. Some of them are really long, so I just went ahead, trimmed them back, and then I was able to glue it at the top, and it just gave it more of a full look. And then for the backing, I'm taking some of Dollar Tree's biggest succulents that I could find and just put a couple in the back. The orangish succulent that I used did come from like Walmart, but just like I mentioned, I always have succulents on hand, so just grabbing whatever I see at the time so that I can use it for later use. And then just pushing in some Spanish moss covers up all of the styrofoam. For inside of these buckets, I did, you can tell, just put a scrap piece of wood and then my styrofoam, so I didn't have to like cut anything down special. That will also kind of weigh them down on this plant hanger, so I feel like they just kind of won't fly all over the place if I hang these outdoors, but just kind of worked with them until I like them, put them inside of these plant hangers, and this literally took less than 5 minutes to put together, just a couple of minutes, and I think they are gorgeous and would look so pretty hanging outside on a patio. I picked up a few of these metal rings that Dollar Tree had. Now there's so many things you can do with them. I actually used the smaller two for a different project, but for this one, I'm actually going to make a bead, like a wood bead wreath. So these are trendy all over Pinterest, and there's also alternative ways to make them. But I took the biggest hoop, and then it did have a seam on this hoop, or like a little indentation where you could tell it was kind of welded together there. So I took my wire cutters and kind of bent it back and forth. It easily popped off. I put some of my wooden beads on there, filled this entire thing up. I did secure with duct tape, but I am going to be covering it with some flowers, so you're not going to be able to see that. I put a dab of hot glue on each of the beads so they didn't slide around everywhere and make any gaps. They're all going to stay nice and tight together. And then I just picked out some of these purple flowers as well as white flowers from Dollar Tree. I did cut away some of the crazy grass that was in the purple flowers, and then using some jute twine to secure these to the wreath form, and just kept piling it up until I really liked the look of it.
Even wear that shirt you wanted to. My friends think I'm lame since I met you.
I wanted to create one of my double bows to cover over the space at the bottom as well as the duct tape. So taking two loops as well as one piece for the tails, I just scrunch all of this together, tie it with some jute twine. I just fluffed the bow up and was able to glue it down in place. And then all I had to do was kind of fill in the extra space with just a few more of the white flowers that I had cut away. You could add something into the center of this wreath if you'd like to. I'm just leaving it plain. I'm all about less is more right now, so I thought it looked really pretty. I added a jute twine string for the hanger, but so many ways that you could style this. Next, I'm using one of the Dollar Tree long MDF signs. Now they have this in so many different versions, sizes. You could even use the little wood that you see on the left if you couldn't find any of these big signs. But I wanted to create some like spring blocks to stack up and be really, really cute. So I found these white felt letters at Dollar Tree and I spelled out a few words that I knew I wanted to use. And then that way I could see how big I needed these blocks to be. So I took the longest word and used that as like a template for the sizing, and I cut down 3 pieces the exact same size, and it ended up taking 2 of these signs. So remember that as just depending on how big you want to make your blocks. And then I painted them the most adorable like spring Easter colors using like a turquoise color or teal, as well as like a light lavender and this light pink blush color, and then put my white felt words on there or letters on there, spelled out bloom, spring, and then shine. I just thought shine was so fun for like sunshine. I thought they were really cute. I love the color combination as well as the white letters popping off of them, but just something really fun that you can dress up any tabletop or entryway table with, and I don't know, just add in all of those fun spring colors. Okay, next you can grab one of these bunnies on a stake. So really anything would work. They also have signs that hang up on the wall that would work for this. You just want a bunny head that has 2 of the little 3D hands that you could glue on the front. So you'll see what I'm talking about. I took a razor blade or utility knife and kind of scored away the excess. I'm using a crate for the front, so just cutting away what would be showing through the back of that, and then painting this crate with this blush pink color, which is one of my favorites, especially at springtime. And then I'm going to be putting this together. Now the little bunny did have a hole on his forehead, so I did fill that in and cover it up with a bow. To put this together, I just glued the little bunny head in the background, attached little hands to the front, and then you can fill this with anything that you would like. I think it would be adorable to put little like individual wrapped candy in here for Easter. I fill this up with some speckled eggs, but a really fun little decor piece that can also be functional. Okay, so this is one of my favorite decor hacks that I share like every season. I love grabbing one of these large glass candle holders from the Dollar General. They have like bigger ones than Dollar Tree, but still at a great price. And then I picked up a wreath. You can pick up any wreath, but this one came from Target Dollar Spot. They had out a lot of Easter stuff the last time I was in there. Really inexpensive, but it didn't have very many flowers on it. So I did go in and add in some of my favorite colors. I added in some purple and pinks, but loved how this turned out. It makes an instant centerpiece whenever you just throw a candle in there. Okay, picking up one of these wooden boxes with the rope handles from Dollar General. They have these out in the last few stores that I've been checking in. I put some styrofoam in there and glued that down. Now you can put your florals in there. Sometimes I just fold them over and stick them in there. But I feel like if you want like the best looking bouquet or centerpiece or decor piece, I like to take my wire cutters and actually cut off all of the stems of the floral pieces, and then you just have more control, be more creative, and like put all of the colors where you want them instead of just having like globs of colors here and there. So just kind of mixing them all in. These are definitely my favorite flowers. You will see me using these all the time from Dollar Tree, but I love that greenery that is attached to the bottom. And then the box needed something on the front, so you could use anything that you would like, but I had these wooden letters that spelled home from Walmart. They have tons of stuff like this, so I usually just grab stuff like this and keep it on hand for projects that I just need a little extra something. And these actually had adhesive on the back. You peeled the paper off, but I didn't trust it, so I did go ahead and attach them with hot glue. And then using a solar light, I put this down in the middle, and that way I could display it outside. So this is a really fun piece that will look pretty on your patio, but also will light up and look really fun at night. These bunny stickers are from Dollar General. I thought they were adorable. They remind me of little peeps, and they're so colorful and fun. So I thought it would be cute to make an actual decor piece or a sign out of these. I just took one of Dollar Tree's signs. Any would work. I love these that the back actually pop out. Makes it super easy to cover up the design that was in there and just replace it with whatever, like scrapbooking paper or background that you would like. I glued it down in place, cut it down to size, put it back in the frame, and then adding these bunnies. So I thought they were really cute on the packaging, just all stacked up like that. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do. And then the 3 extra ones, I just gave it to my daughter to play with. But these are adorable. I love the little pom-pom tails. They add so much fun color and just look really, really cute for Easter. A really easy way to upgrade any decor piece is to spray paint it. I have these bunnies and they kind of look a little shabby. So a couple of them came from Target Dollar Spot. This one came from Walmart, and you can see it's just not painted very well. It has stuff running down the front. I don't know what that is, but I decided to give them a coat of white spray paint. I love this Ultra Matte by Rust-Oleum. It's called 2 times or something like that, 2x coverage, but it is like so good at painting stuff like that. There's not a lot of runs, and it just seems to like really stay on there. It doesn't scratch off easily. I got these beautiful white bunnies finished, and then I wanted to glue on this adorable gingham lavender color bow on there. I love these. Such a gorgeous, fun way to make over any project, but really, really cute after you like set them all together. And then another project, I have one of these leftover like fall centerpieces from the dollar store, Dollar General to be exact. I pulled out all of the greenery. I did replace a couple just pieces that was in this box originally back in there, but I do end up removing them later on. But then I am putting it full of these March flowers or March lilies, whatever you call them, and put them in there. I thought they were really pretty. Those are from Dollar Tree. And then I wanted to cover up the ugly spot in the front where I had ripped the bow off of this centerpiece. So I'm using one of my little mirrored houses from Dollar Tree. I painted it this teal color. I put a little piece of paper in the hole so you wouldn't be able to see the ripped paper in the background. It already has adhesive on it, so just stuck that on there, and I feel like this looks like a really fun piece for Easter. Thank you all so much for coming along and crafting with me today. Let me know in the comments down below what you're working on, what fun projects you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting! Bye!